All right, we'll go to Mike Solarte. Start us off.
Good afternoon, Derrick.
Good
You
afternoon.
look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. After that performance from the defense yesterday, there are positives, but obviously you guys are always one to say there's things to fix. What are the things to fix after that one in Seattle?
Just we want to be more effective at getting after the quarterback. Coming into the situation, we knew that their top two running backs were out, and DJ and Walker. So we wanted to be able to get after Gino a little bit. We were sort of kind of effective, but up front, want to be able to have a dominant performance going up front. So that's something that we'll get back to work on with Don this week, and try to make an impact next week's game.
Anything else for Derrick? Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, let me put my video on here. I'm not in person like some of my colleagues. Derek, when Steve Wilkes talks about having this team's identity start up front, I think a lot of us equate that with the offensive line, but does he mean, and do you take it as no, both sides of the interior and up front?
Yeah, no, I mean he says it himself. It starts the game starts up front. I mean, because as if you're able to run the ball, then you'll win, and if you're able to stop the run, you'll win. So I mean, it's one of those things where, we go week in and week out, and coach puts that challenge on us every single week. So I mean, that's always what it is. Start up front. Being able to win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. That's one of the big keys every week for us.
How nice is it and rewarding is it to have that identity? And do you think that was something that, was lacking at all your first couple years in the league?
I feel like we got better at it this year. From the first 2 years in the league, it's just been, building ever since. And, for us to be able to go out here and be effective like we have been, it's been pretty good. Be able to be effective in the run game, but also being able to affect the quarterback.
Go ahead, Mike.
Derrick, can you kind of address the change in the room over the last 8 weeks and how this team has kind of, you know, you guys are close to the beginning of the season, but it seems like since the coaching change, there's been a really strong galvanization. You guys have really bonded together and it just I guess played better and gotten better results. I mean, is there a noticeable difference? Does it start with Coach Wilkes, or is it just something that you and the players have all kind of banded together as the season's gone along?
I think everybody saw it as once we had a turnover in coaching and Coach Rule left, and we in our room we lost defensive line coaches, and it's been a lot of adversity given us. But I mean, the one thing that we always said and always heard, from Coach Wilkes is, we all we got. Ain't nobody else coming to rescue us. So, for us to be able to finish the season out strong, that was the goal the whole while. So, for us to just have the opportunity to have these next 4 games to keep competing, man, that's just a special opportunity. And like a family, we band together, and that's the goal we're trying to all get to.
And speaking of those last 4 games, I mean, after the first 5 weeks of the season, if somebody had said that you guys had a chance to make the playoffs, a lot of folks would say you're crazy. But here you are, win out and you're in. I mean, that's that. Where do you fall on that?
It definitely sounds a lot easier than it is, but it's one of those goals that we set, weeks ago. So I mean, this is it is what it is. So I think we're here to go into the room every week, and we know our backs against the wall every week. So we got to be able to go out here and complete the challenge.
David Newton, please.
Hey, Derek, I wanted to ask you, noticing the way Darnold's been on the other side of the ball in practice. I know you don't probably see a lot of him in the games, but I know he spent some time with the defensive players too while he was out. What have you noticed different in him that you maybe didn't see last year that's just helping him take his game, kind of to another level?
I mean, I think he's just chilling out, man. To be honest, I think he's just calmed down and just playing ball again.
Is he doing anything differently, or is it? I mean, and when you say chill out, is that something he needed to do? Just chill out a little bit.
I mean, I don't really spend too much time with Sam, so I don't necessarily know what he does. I mean, just from just being around him in the locker room. I mean, he's been the same guy, but like I mean, it's kind of like just say bearded face Sam is a lot chill guy than the regular Sam with no hair on his face.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Go ahead to Mike K, please.
Hey, Derrick. I don't know if you got asked this. I got accidentally knocked off the call, but Marquise Haynes has closed out the last 3 wins with sacks and kind of become a closer for you guys from a pressure standpoint. What does he bring to the locker room? What is he like as a teammate, and why has he been so clutch over the last few weeks?
I mean, I think he just focused. I think going in week in and week out. Going in week in and week out. I mean, he's got the same focus level, man. I mean, you know, we all know that, you know, it doesn't always happen for you. But I mean, for Keith to be able to go out here and, you know, to get the sack yesterday and the week before and the Falcons game, I mean, it's special moments like that, you know, that, you know, we all work for. You know, this is a D-line that's not selfish by any means, and that, you know, when our brothers make big plays, we celebrate each other.
Anything else for Derrick?
I have one more, Ryan.
Go ahead, Joe.
Derrick, Steve was on here a few minutes ago talking about pleading with the fans to come out, you know, with the Steelers game. Steelers, a team that traditionally fills up a lot of visiting stadiums. How sort of tough has that been the last couple years as you've seen more and more visiting jerseys at BOA?
You know, it was crazy the first year not to see anybody, and then now, you know, I mean, we definitely see a lot of visiting people here in the bowl when we're going to play at Bank of America. But I mean, at the same time, you know, I know the fans that, you know, that truly care about the Panthers are going to be here, and, you know, I think about it like that, and, you know, everything else I can't control, so I don't worry about it.
All right. Thank you, Derrick.
Appreciate it, man.